Howdy, and welcome back to Transformers the Game. I've got a doozy for you today. Another miracle courtesy of the alternative mod developer Sunrays. He has done something that I thought none of us would see. He's got some dev options for us to mess around with. Yeah, dev options. So, how this file works is that it replaces another file, the front-end GUIC if I recall correctly, and you can access these options by heading to the options naturally, and you will see two new options, the debug options and the extra options. We'll start with the debug options. And here you can see we have all these things to check out. Level select, level complete, chapter select, whole bunch of stuff we get to try out. I'm gonna go through all of these and see what each one does. So, first let's start with level select. This pretty much allows us to go to any level we desire. Suburbs, More Than Meets the Eye, Inside Hoover Dam, The Last Stand, so on and so forth. Even some additional ones like Megatron Arise. So that's interesting. I don't know if any of these exactly work. The main ones will of course work. If you select one of these, you'll go to the level as if it's all brand new. With all the cubes and ununlocked levels, all that stuff's gonna be there. But if we try something different, like the Hoover Dam, for example. Looks like you get stuck in a black abyss. I can't see anything as of right now. Yeah, right now it's just a black abyss, nothing really here. Next, we'll try Megatron Arise. I doubt we'll get anything different though. Next, we have the level complete section. Okay, so you just get a level complete and you can't get out of the screen. Nifty. Then we have the chapter select, which doesn't seem to work. Next, we have another interesting one, the HUD option. Now, as you know, I did a texture mod to remove the HUD, but let's see just how this operates. Well, it works, I guess, but I can't see anything. Let me go queue up a level. Unfortunately, if you attempt to load into a level, all you see is a black screen. So unfortunately, it seems as if my texture modification is still the only way to go. Right. So next we have Invulnerability. That should be pretty self-explanatory, but let's see if it actually works. Let's see if I'm actually invulnerable. Hit me. Ah! Yep, looks like this one works. Hit me. Yep. I am invulnerable, Dropkick. You cannot hurt me. Even in vehicle mode, can you hurt me? No, you can't. Alright. Cool. Alright, so that works. So next, we have the invert camera. Curious to see how that'll work. Doesn't seem like you can actually change that one. Okay, never mind. Next is the fly camera. Now this one, essentially a free camera. This is the one I'm most fascinated by. Let's give that a whirl. Now, as you can see, as you spawn in, you end up in the middle of the map, I imagine. But it does work, as you can see. So, it's not as efficient as some other free cameras. In fact, this is a very buggy tool. As you can see, its main problem... Well, first of all, it alerts the police. First, you gotta find yourself. I'm on a building apparently, but I don't know where. Where am I? Where am I? First you gotta find yourself. I'm over here. I'm over here, aren't I? Yeah, okay. So as you can see, yeah, your camera spawns roughly in the middle of the map, I imagine, and it moves as you move your character, right? Now, if you are playing with a controller, you can move it slowly, and it will not move your character, right? So you can kind of manipulate this to a degree. If you don't push too hard on your thumbstick, you can get a decent close-up. Yeah. Alright, the rest of the controls are just buggy as heck. So, if you try and block, that takes your camera down. Okay? If you... What did that do? I need to find myself. The gun is not effective. Wait, no. Okay, the gun slows down the camera. Okay, the primary fire does. The secondary does not seem to do anything, from what I can tell. Secondary fire does nothing. Okay. Picking stuff up has no effect, from what I can tell. Melee seems to have no effect as well. Jumping teleports you. So, if I go right here, it's going to teleport me. Yeah, so A is the teleporting key, or whatever your jump key is. If you hold A... No, that doesn't do anything. That does that. If you transform, you get this. Yeah, but see, if you try to move, this is where it gets quirky. You transform with the Y key. That, I guess kind of it locks on you. The transformation key locks onto you. So, if you hold it down, well, if you could drive and actually film yourself, but this is where it gets really quirky. So, if you hold down Y, the camera will lock onto you again. So, kind of functions, but it's tied to the transformation key, so it's really buggy to work with. You can, I guess, back to manipulate things, but that's very ineffective. If you try and break, you transport. So this is where it gets buggy, and I think by this point you can move side by side, but I don't think there's... And then you teleport out of the map. It's extremely buggy. Like everything, guns are fine. Block lowers you. I think that's about everything. Yeah, it's not now, police. Oh yeah, you could jump repeatedly and just go super far. Oh, I didn't land on the cube. What a shame. Can I see all the cubes from up here? No, they disappear after a while. Okay, well, anyway. Yeah, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. The free camera is really cool. Very cool to see. It's honestly better if you're going after filming environment scenes, taking still shots of AI characters would be a lot more efficient than trying to take shots of the actual player. That's just a nightmare, especially in alt mode. Take it from me, I've tried it. It's just really messy. But I think that's about everything, yeah. The right trigger or whatever your... I don't know what this key is, honestly. What is this key? Now get me back down. What does this do? I don't know what that key... Well, this key controls your height, whatever this is. I don't know what this is for. I'm pressing the right trigger, so I don't know what this does, what it's tied to. Beat it. But yeah. The whole transformation of it, you can't drive with this, because the A key just does that. So, that's super quirky. If there's a way to change control bindings, maybe this would be... Oh, okay, well I guess you could kind of... Well, no, I don't know. It's really quirky, man. Yeah, you can kind of lock onto yourself. I don't know if it's like... Okay. So yeah, it's cool. See, I'm so used to trying to drive. It's an absolute nightmare to control, as you can see. It's especially in alt mode. Really, robot mode's not too bad. It's not great by any means, but it's not bad. So there's definitely some value to be had in this, but it's super buggy. Yeah. All right, next. Next, we have the camera sensitivity controls, which you can manipulate. It's low by default. Let's see how each one works. Here's medium. Alright, well, medium's not feeling too different, from what I can tell. And here's highs, and it seems a lot tighter. Seems like it's a lot harder to look around, so I guess I had the thinking opposite. I thought high meant it would go a lot faster, but high means it's a lot more. You need to push a lot more for it to work. Okay. Next, there's the aspect ratio option, which stretches your screen, which nobody would want that, so that's not important. There is vibration for your Xbox controller if you have one. I'm going to assume that works. Yeah, vibration doesn't work. There's sound effects. That works, I think. Now I still hear sound effects. Let's see it in game. Sounds like it doesn't work to me. Next, there is the music option, but I'm going to assume that this doesn't work either, so forget that. And then we have the camera shake. Now, this is an option I find extremely interesting because this is one of the few games that actually gives me a slight bit of motion sickness because of how janky that stinking camera can be at times. So we have several options to control here. The player foot impact scale is 100, the creature foot impact scale is 20. Oh, creature foot impact scale is 25, explosive scale is 100. So pretty much they have everything except a maximum. Alright. Well, I'm just gonna turn all these down to 0 and see what happens. And it doesn't work. That's a darn shame. I was really hoping that one would work. And you have an option to go back. Now, this menu can get a little bit buggy, so be sure to actually press back and not the B key. Otherwise, you're going to get a horrible mess. Observe. Yeah. Your menu becomes a warped mess that you can't even see the options now. So that's fun. So next, we could turn our attention to the extra options. This gives us another little bit of content to mess around with. So first, we have the draw FPS, which shows us how much frames we're getting. Neato. We have draw player coordinates, which does indeed work. You can see just where you are on the map. So that's a very neat little feature to have, especially if you want to fine-tune your character placement in a campaign or something. Ah, I was right, this is about the center of the map. Okay, neato. You have the unlock all option, which I don't think is really going to be of much use right now. We have unlimited ammo. Yep, unlimited ammo does indeed work, so you can fire to your heart's content. Very cool. We have no police response. Well, let's see if the police are gonna show up. I still see police. I mean, it just means like the... I don't know. Nope, that didn't work. There's still police. Disable AI control, whatever that is. It would seem that it disables drones that spawn in, from what I can tell. Unless Dropkick didn't spawn in, that seems to be what it does. Let's double check that to be sure. Oh, hold on now. Oh, well, this actually does do something. It seems to actually freeze drones. Can I hit them? Can I do anything with them? Okay, so it basically seems to freeze drones from what I gather. That's interesting. Okay. Does the same thing in campaign. That's kind of cool. Ooh. Ooh, okay. That's kind of cool, actually. I could push these guys around. That's kind of cool. Can I destroy him? Yes, I can. Die. Okay, that's cool. Hey. No, you cannot escape judgment. I wish I could pick him up, though. Where are you going? Where's he going? Where's he going? You can't leave the action zone. You'll die. Yeah, that's right. Get on back here. Yeah, he knows he can't leave. He knows it. He knows he's doomed. Fascinating. Show shields. Okay, I don't know what exactly this show shield thing is supposed to do. But it doesn't seem to do anything with regards to the... What's it? Are they my shields? No. This doesn't work. Unless I don't know what this does, but it doesn't seem to... Yeah. This... I don't know what this does, but it don't work, rat boy. And slow motion. Yeah, slow motion doesn't work either. Well, I guess that's that. And with that, you have the debug options and the extra options. So, admittedly, not a lot here really works. Not really. The majority of it is non-operational. I think the highlights of this mod are definitely the fly cam and probably the player coordinates. Those are probably the two main things you would want from this. Because I have the hobby of gaming photography, and the fly camera, while absolutely nightmarish as it is, will have its uses, so definitely gonna do something with that. Yeah, that's about it for this video. You can download the patched file in the description down below. Make sure to have a backup of the original file in case you want to go back. I might do a video or two with the fly cam, see what I could do with that. But generally speaking, it's kind of disappointing that a lot of this doesn't work. I mean, to be fair, we should be thankful we have this at all. I think if you could fine-tune the fly cam, maybe find a way to change the bindings or whatever, there's definitely potential there. But as of right now, it's nightmarish, especially in vehicle mode. Well, that'll do it for this episode. Hopefully you found this all interesting. I will see you in the next video. That's you.